Live from Juba, on air and online.
This is iRadio News.
Hello and a very good afternoon. Welcome to iRadio News Bulletin, but first here are the top stories. Detained youth activist Animu Athey has reportedly been released after spending nearly 2 months in detention facility on bail. Authorities in Unity State says at least 300 pupils have missed the just concluded certificate of primary education exams in the area. And an MP representing Ruang administrative area is calling for the release of 4 men under military detention facility in the area. These stories and more coming to you in this news bulletin with me, Woja Emmanuel, and now the news in detail. A controversial youth activist, Animu Athey, has reportedly been released on bail from detention facility in Juba. Her lawyer has confirmed to iRadio. Animu was arrested on 22nd December last year by the Department of the Immigration, Passport and Nationality for an alleged illegal accusation of diplomatic credentials. Animu was also handed over to the Ugandan authorities after officials in Juba claimed that sufficient information obtained by the government indicated that she was a Ugandan national. But Uganda reportedly rejected to welcome her, citing an alleged inappropriate manner in which the case was handled. She was later returned to Juba and put in custody awaiting investigation and court hearings since then. Advocate Anyangong disclosed that his client was released on Thursday last week after payment of $2,500 bond. He says investigations regarding the matter are still ongoing and Animu is expected to appear before court thereafter. Advocate Anyangong was speaking to iRadio this morning.
Animu was released last week on Thursday. She was released on bail. That is after the many applications we made, requests to have her released on bail that were denied by the junior prosecutors. And then last week we managed to secure her release. She was released on cash bond, like some money was paid to government account for her to be released as security. So she's still in the hospital now attending her medication, but basically she's out on bail, pending the case to go to court. Although the attorney at the station is still saying that there is investigation ongoing, we don't know how long it will take, but we are hopeful that this case should be heading to court soon.
In May last year, Animu was appointed to parliament on the ticket of the other political parties or OPP, but her appointment was revoked by President Salva Kiir over unexplained reasons. Animu has also served as a consultant in the office of Taban Dengai, then first vice president, and later fired over unclear circumstances. Ms. Animu has not come out publicly to clarify the matters surrounding her nationality. She has on many occasions represented South Sudan in international forums. According to the Nationality Act, a person born before or after 2011 shall be considered a South Sudanese national by birth if such a person's parents, grandparents, or great-grandparents on the male or female line were born in South Sudan or belongs to one of the indigenous ethnic communities of South Sudan. Chapter 6 of the Act says if a person knowingly makes a false representation or false statement about a material fact in an application for a certificate of nationality or certificate of naturalization, commits an offense and upon conviction shall be stripped of nationality and fined or imprisoned for a period not exceeding 5 years. An official in Unity State says more than 300 primary aid candidates have missed the final examinations due to index number issues. Stephen Todd Chang, who is the state education minister, says 313 of his students failed to sit for the certificate of primary education in the exams that concluded last Friday. Chang says the National Ministry of Education is expected to arrange other papers for those that missed the exams. He revealed that a dozen of others also missed exams in Mirmir Payam of Koch County due to the recent insecurity there. He was speaking to iRadio this morning from Bentio town.
Concerning examination,
we have cases of the index numbers. We have 313 candidates whom their index numbers didn't come. So they postponed the examination. They have been told by the National Ministry that there will be an examination for those who missed exams, and we are waiting now for the exams of those who miss it. But I think all over the state, only one center, that is Mirmir, affected by the insecurity. Then we managed to shift it to the coach headquarters. Some affected by the insecurity.
Last year, devastating floods destroyed schools and other infrastructures in the state, leaving thousands of children without basic education. The state government and education partners have set up mobile schools in the cattle camps and other displaced camps, but insecurity and intercommunal violence have continued to hinder learning of children in the area. This news is coming to you live from iRadio Juba. A legislator representing Ruang Administrative Area at the National Parliament is calling for the release of 4 men reportedly arrested over the illegal creation of counties last week. Honorable Bataria Manuror says the men who were arrested since 14th of this month have reportedly been transferred from police custody to a military detention facility, an act she termed as unjust. They are reportedly being detained at the Army headquarters of Division 3 in the area. Last week, Chief Administrator of Ruang Area, Peter Dow, created 2 counties of Abiemnom East and Abiemnom West. He also purportedly changed their names to Awarpin and Abiemnom. The changes, Honorable Batare alleges, caused division among the indigenous community there. This resulted into the arrest of Francis Kwolwal, Arab Ngol Nial, Majok Ajang, and Arab Mayer Dao, who were against the development. She now calls on the national government to intervene and resolve the tension there. Bataria Manuror spoke to iRadio this morning in Juba.
أنا كبضم يعني كبضم بموضوع ذاته فالناس دين لما أسرة إن شنو بيمنا مرجع اللي بيمنا غربية وشرقية كوميشن قال أجمعوا هنا بورد أوف نو كونفيدنس ضد بطارية الناس قال لا أنا ما أعمل بورد أوف نو كونفيدنس لأن ما عندنا مشكلة مع بطارية نحن في مشكلة بتاع تسمية بتاع المنطقة نحن مستندين الناس قالوا شنو ما مؤيدين اسم بتاع أول بلان ما موجود في قانون طوالي الكوميشنر قام صدر أوامر للبوليس مدير بتاع البوليس في أبينا مدير شرطة قال أضبط الأربعة دين واحد منهم اسمه فرنسيل والوال وثاني اسمه أرودمول ونمر 3 اسمه عبد الله مجوك عبد الله ونمر 4 اسمه أرود مجار داو قام سجنهم يوم 14 في السجن بتاع أبينا بتاع البوليس وحولهم من السجن بتاع المدنيين لقيادة ديفيجن 3.
Authorities in Ruang are yet to respond on the matter. At least 3 people have reportedly been killed and 12 others injured in a revenge-related violence in Rumbek North County of Lake State over the weekend. According to Lake State Police spokesperson, herders from the neighboring Tony East of Warab State attacked their counterparts in Rumbek North County on Saturday. Major Elijah Mabor said the fierce fighting resulted into burning down of entire Maper market and some homes. He said the armed herders also broke into a prison in the area and released 13 inmates. He explained to iRadio what happened.
On Saturday, fighting erupted between cattle keepers from Warab State and Rumbek North County, leading to burning of the whole market in Maper town and some selected houses, and also 8 wounded and 2 killed one side of Maper. In addition to that, the fighters from one side of Lanjang managed to break into the prison and release 13 inmates. Up to now, they are still at large.
When contacted by iRadio, Warab State Information Minister confirmed the incident. Ring Ding, however, said his youth were pursuing suspected criminals from Rumbek North who, in the early hours of Saturday, raided over 200 cattle from Tony East.
The armed youth from Lagos State launched attack against Luanjang which were in a place called Mantiu and Payak cattle camp, this side of Warab State, and raided 200 head of cattle, although some were recovered by use of Tony County. This attack led to a killing of one person and 4 people were wounded. And they were following the use of Rumbek North because they were driving their cattle and they ran after them until they reached that place where they burned the places. So they were not the one who attacked, so they were being attacked.
Over the past years, Lake State has experienced endless waves of communal violence, mainly fueled by revenge attacks, cattle raiding, and banditry. And finally, before approaching stories coming from the region and the international scene, the East African Legislature says plans to implement a single currency for the region by 2024 is unlikely due to delays in decision-making by the Council of Ministers. The East African Monetary Union has been considered an important stage in the process of East African Community regional integration. The protocol adopted in accordance with the EAC Treaty signed on 30th of November 2013 lays groundwork for a monetary union within 10 years. This is to allow the EAC partner states to progressively converge their currencies into a single currency in the community. However, the East African Legislative Assembly Parliamentary Committee on Thursday said the target may not be achieved as set for in 2024. The bloc MPs have attributed the delays to what they call lengthy processes and decision-making by the Council of Ministers. They have also cited absence of legal frameworks and support bills to enable its implementation, particularly on the establishment of an EAC bank and the headquarters. Detained youth activist Animo Atei has reportedly been released on bail after spending nearly 2 months in a detention facility in Juba. Authorities in Unity says at least 300 pupils have missed the just concluded certificate of primary education exams in the state. And an MP representing Ruang Administrative Area is calling for the release of 4 men under military detention facility in the area. That is the end of iRadio Afternoon Bulletin. If there's a story or an event you like iRadio to cover or report about, please send us a text message on +211 912 986 986. It's also our WhatsApp number. Follow us on Twitter at iRadio Juba. Like our Facebook page, iRadio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, iRadio South Sudan, and watch our comprehensive video interviews. You can also visit our website and stream live at www.iradio.org. From me, Wojo Emmanuel, and the rest of the team behind this afternoon bulletin, thank you for listening.